Over the last decade, some investments quietly delivered steady returns, while others skyrocketed into life-changing wealth. Today, we're counting down the top 10 best-performing assets from 2015 to 2025. Let's see where $1,000 would have taken you. Number 10. Crude oil, WTI. Growth, 36.3%. $1,000, $1,363. Starting our list at number 10 is crude oil. $1,000 invested in WTI at the start of 2015 would now be $1,363. Not a massive return, but still growth over the decade. Oil prices had taken a dive in 2014, crashing from highs over $100 a barrel to the mid-40s. The following decade was a slow climb, driven by global demand stabilizing and production cuts from OPEC. Crude oil remains a staple commodity that reacts to global economic and political shifts. Many investors treated it as a cyclical play, buying during lows and selling during spikes. It's not flashy, but it reminds us that traditional markets can quietly deliver returns when timed wisely. Number 9. FTSE 100, GBP. Growth, 37.6%. $1,000, $1,376. Number 9 is the UK's FTSE 100 index. $1,000 invested in January 2015 would now be about $1,376. The FTSE's growth was steady, supported by dividends and a relatively slow but consistent economic recovery. Political shocks like Brexit caused turbulence, but the index continued to rise overall. Number 8. Nikkei 225, Japanese yen. Growth, 158.2%. $1,000, $2,582. At number 8, we have Japan's Nikkei 225. $1,000 invested in 2015 would now be $2,582. Japan implemented bold economic policies, and corporate earnings improved, particularly in technology and manufacturing sectors. Exports surged, and the market benefited from yen fluctuations. Tech giants like Sony and Keyence led the charge, while consumer electronics and robotics exports boosted investor confidence. The Nikkei also saw a surge from foreign investment, as Japan opened more to international capital. Number 7. Gold. Growth, 197.9%. $1,000, $2,979. Gold takes the 7th spot. $1,000 invested in 2015 would now be nearly $3,000. Global uncertainty, inflation fears, and central bank policies drove investors to seek safety in gold. Periods of market turbulence, geopolitical tensions, and fluctuating currencies boosted demand. Gold often moves inversely to stocks, making it a perfect hedge during market volatility. Its appeal isn't just financial. Gold has long been a symbol of wealth and stability across centuries. This steady growth shows why many investors still allocate a portion of their portfolios to precious metals. Number 6. S&P 500. Growth, 233%. $1,000, $3,300. Coming in at number 6 is the S&P 500. $1,000 invested in 2015 would now be $3,330. The U.S. stock market benefited from a decade-long bull run led by tech, healthcare, and consumer giants. Economic growth, low interest rates, and strong corporate earnings were key drivers. Index funds tracking the S&P allowed everyday investors to ride this growth without picking individual stocks. Number 5. NASDAQ 100 Growth, 485.4%, $1,000, $5,854. Number 5 is the NASDAQ 100. $1,000 invested in 2015 would now be nearly $5,900. Tech giants like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and Tesla fueled massive growth. Cloud computing, AI, and e-commerce adoption accelerated revenue and boosted stock prices. Nasdaq also benefited from rapid innovation in software, semiconductors, and biotech. Investors who focused on the tech sector saw returns far beyond traditional indices. The Nasdaq highlights the power of concentrated tech exposure. While riskier than a broad index, the potential upside is enormous. Hold on tight, the next assets are even more explosive. Number 4. Tesla growth, 3,145%, $1,000, $32,450. At number 4 is Tesla. $1,000 invested in 2015 would now be $32,450. Tesla's rise was driven by the electric vehicle revolution, global demand, and Elon Musk's vision. Each new model, production milestone, and technological breakthrough pushed the stock higher. Tesla also benefited from growing EV infrastructure, government incentives, and a strong brand cult following. Early investors were rewarded handsomely for taking a chance on an innovative automaker. Tesla's growth shows how innovation can transform an industry and turn small investments into life-changing sums. Number 3. Nvidia growth, 36,000%, $1,000, $361,000. Number 3 is Nvidia. $1,000 invested in 2015 would now be $361,000. Nvidia's chips became essential for gaming, AI, crypto mining, and data centers. Demand for high-performance computing surged, sending the stock to stratospheric levels. Investors who spotted the trend early saw returns few could imagine. Nvidia proves that companies at the forefront of technological innovation can create wealth that most investors never imagine. The next two assets? They're in a league of their own. Number 2. Bitcoin. Growth, 50,117%. $1,000, $501,170. Bitcoin takes second place. $1,000 in 2015 would now be over $500,000. Bitcoin's growth came from adoption, institutional interest, and global attention. Volatility was extreme, but long-term holders saw massive rewards. Bitcoin also introduced a new form of decentralized finance, inspiring an entire crypto ecosystem. Scarcity, network effects, and public awareness all drove its unprecedented rise. Bitcoin exemplifies the ultimate risk and reward trade-off: big gains, big swings, and life-changing outcomes. And now, the number 1 asset of the decade. Number 1. Ethereum. Growth, approximately 306,000%. $1,000, $3,060,000. And the number 1 asset of the last decade, Ethereum. $1,000 invested in 2015 would now be over $3 million. Ethereum's smart contracts enabled decentralized finance, NFTs, and new blockchain applications. The platform became the backbone of an entirely new digital economy. Its flexibility and developer ecosystem created countless applications beyond what most imagined. Ethereum not only generated wealth, but also reshaped the way we think about money, contracts, and ownership. It's the ultimate proof that first movers in revolutionary technology can generate unimaginable wealth. Ethereum didn't walk, it flew. So, there you have it. From oil to crypto, the decade had it all. Safe bets like gold, steady growth in indices, and rocket ships like Tesla, Nvidia, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Which of these would you have chosen if you could go back in time? Drop your picks in the comments. Let's see who the true bulls are.